Hi Nerds and Writers, it's Wednesday. So this video is going to come to you in 3, possibly more parts, and also may get a little bit angry, I'm not sure yet. Shh! I forgot the intro. Oops. Yes, so part 1, accommodation. Jez, you were right about it driving me crazy. I just really want to know. Yes. The thing is, they're giving it out in batches, so each day more people know, and I don't know, and it's so frustrating. Basically, I will start from the beginning. University East Anglia is a very, very concrete university. As much so that their school newspaper is called Concrete. So when you think about a university that's very concrete, you'd think sort of lots of concrete buildings. No, the university is sort of this weird, like, multi-levelled thing, and sort of at any point you're sort of about 20 foot above the road, with like another layer above it. It's very odd. I'll find some pictures to put them in now. So yes, most people, by the time they've been through the campus, are just like, oh my god, this is so concretey. So I was like that, and then I got to these two buildings, Norfolk and Suffolk Terrace, which is two accommodation buildings, and half the people are just like, oh, I cannot take any more of this horrible 60s concrete. But then the other half are just like, these are so cool. They're pyramid shapes, and they're sort of a bit quirky, and just basically they sum up UEA, to be honest. It's sort of different and unexpected. So I'll put some photos here. So yeah, so that's the accommodation that I've put first choice, and the thing about them is that, because they're two, they have a really good community spirit between them, and they organise like barbecues and stuff and have a nice rivalry going. So that's cool. Weather. I've been waiting all day for it to be sun enough to film a video, but to no avail, so now it's 6 o'clock and dark-ish. So that's annoying. And also it was so cold last night, I was like in my bed with like a hot water bottle, like 2 extra blankets, and I was still cold. So then I got back on my computer and watched a film for like an hour in the hopes that the heat from the laptop would heat me up, which worked quite well actually. So that's annoying, because I hate winter with a passion. I really hate it. I hate having to wear layers, and I hate never feeling properly warm, which is why it annoys me so much when it's summer, but it's still wintry and cold and wet and rainy, and you feel damp and you feel cold. I like it when it's sunny and you get the sort of the sun on you and you feel like you're thoroughly warm, which is not how I'm feeling now, so that's annoying. Part 3, cakes. This is not a section where I will get angry, which is good. Me and my brother have been making lots of cakes recently. Firstly, we made rainbow cakes. Pictures here. Then earlier today, my brother made a microwave cake, which overflowed a lot, so here's some pictures here. And then he just made another microwave cake because my mum came home and we wanted something to eat for tea. So that was nice. It didn't overflow as much. Part 4, films. I've been watching quite a lot of films lately. First I watched Cabaret, well, most of Cabaret, I haven't quite finished it yet, and Whip It, which I know Jez will tell you is a really good film, so if you haven't seen that yet, watch it. Or else I watched I Love You, Philip Morris, it's got the guy that was in Bruce Almighty in, and I thought it'd be really light-hearted and really funny, but actually it was a lot more touching and sweet than I thought it would be, so that was nice and also sad. But yeah, and then I watched Prozac Nation, which is kind of like The Bell Jar, but not as good, and set in the 80s but without any weird 80s clothes. So that was okay. And then now I've got some more films to watch, so that's fun. I'm going to rewatch 10 Things I Hate About You, because I like that film. Gabby, your video was really funny. There was something that made me laugh out loud, and just it was just really funny. Jez, I'm so jealous of your weather. And your books, although I do have a giant pile of books to read, but I haven't bought any of my school books yet, the university books yet, because they haven't told us which ones to buy, so that's a bit... No. Tony, I hope you're having fun, moved into your dorm and things. You can all watch me from a month later, settling, like, going through the whole thing by for myself, and have all been living there for a month, and just be like, I know how that feels like. So that'll be cool. And Hilary, it's awesome that you're an RA. I am so so much admiration for you, because it doesn't seem easy, and yeah, basically love. Tony, I'll see you tomorrow.